Fire has always separated those who endure from those who don't. And this one-log fire is proof that the old ways still dominate the wild. A single standing log, burning with purpose, delivering heat, light and food from one controlled flame. If you want more forgotten knowledge like this unearthed and tested, hit subscribe now, because honestly, modern comfort won't save you when history comes knocking. This is not novelty bushcraft. This is field-proven firecraft that carried hunters, soldiers and woodsmen through brutal winters long before gas stoves and lightweight heaters ever existed. Today, preppers are rediscovering it for the same reason it survived centuries. It works. The brilliance of the one-log fire, often known simply as the Swedish fire log, is not in size or spectacle. It's in control. Instead of flames spreading outward and wasting fuel, this fire feeds inward. Heat is drawn through natural channels inside the log, turning solid wood into a slow-burning furnace. This inward burn creates a steady flame that resists wind, shrugs off snow, and doesn't demand constant feeding. In harsh conditions, that reliability is priceless. One log becomes a system. Not a mess of embers, not a wood-hungry bonfire, a system. Long before survival manuals and gear reviews, Northern Europeans relied on this fire during hunting trips, military campaigns and winter travel. Wood was heavy, time was short, failure meant frostbite or starvation. So they used a fire that stood upright, stayed contained, and delivered focused heat where it mattered most. Cooking pots rested directly on the flame. Hands warmed without crouching in smoke. Light stayed steady through long, dark nights. This wasn't convenience. It was efficiency born from necessity. A traditional campfire tries to do too much and ends up wasting energy. The one-log fire does 3 jobs with discipline. As a stove, it delivers direct vertical heat. Pots boil faster and, snow melts with less fuel. Meals cook evenly without chasing shifting flames. As a heater, it radiates warmth at standing height. No need to huddle low. And honestly, there are no rolling sparks. Just controlled heat that lasts. As a campfire, it provides light without chaos. The flame column acts like a natural lantern, illuminating camp without blinding smoke or constant tending. 3 tools replaced by 1 upright log. That's survival math that never goes out of style. This fire works because it restricts oxygen just enough to slow the burn. Instead of devouring the outer surface, the fire consumes from the core outward. Heat feeds itself. Airflow stays consistent. The result is a longer burn with fewer flare-ups. Dry, dense wood was always favoured historically for this reason. Not because it was fancy, but because it burned predictably. Predictability is survival. Cleaner burn also means less smoke. Less smoke means less visibility. That mattered to hunters avoiding spooked game and to soldiers avoiding detection. It still matters today. Winter kills fires, damp wood, frozen ground, wind that steals heat faster than it's made. This fire counters all three. Elevated off the ground, it avoids snowmelt flooding. The vertical structure shields the flame. Internal combustion keeps heat alive even when conditions try to smother it. That's why this method shows up again and again in winter survival records. It doesn't fight the cold, it ignores it. Modern survival planning often leans too hard on gear. Gear breaks, fuel runs out, batteries die, skills don't. This fire represents a mindset preppers respect. Minimal input, maximum output. One log, simple tools, no dependencies. When resources are limited and movement matters, carrying knowledge instead of weight can decide outcomes. That's why this technique belongs in the mental toolkit of anyone serious about long-term preparedness. The one-log fire isn't just about heat. It's about restraint, about letting physics work instead of fighting it, about designing solutions that last longer than supplies. Our ancestors didn't have the luxury of waste. Every decision had consequences. This fire reflects that discipline and reminds us that progress didn't replace wisdom. It just buried it, until now. If this kind of forgotten survival truth matters to you, don't let it stop here. Share this episode with someone who still believes preparation beats panic. Subscribe to Prepper Survival Blueprint and keep these long-lost skills alive, because history doesn't repeat itself for those who remember it.